Have you ever noticed a distinct odor around elderly individuals? One that seems to linger in the air but is rarely talked about? If so, you're not alone. It's a topic that many people shy away from, and it's a scent that unfortunately most of us don't even realize is there until we experience it firsthand. But here's the shocking truth. This odor is not something personal, nor is it just about hygiene. It's a biological phenomenon that's far more complex than we may have ever imagined. In fact, research shows that 98% of people don't know the unpleasant odor unique to seniors. And even more surprising, most people have no idea why it happens in the first place. So, what causes this mysterious smell? And why does it become more noticeable as we age? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the science behind it, uncover the reasons that lead to this phenomenon, and expose the shocking truth about the real culprit behind this odor that many seniors experience. If you've ever wondered about this issue, or are simply curious about what's happening beneath the surface, you've come to the right place. Stick around to find out what you didn't know, and why this odor is not something to ignore. As we age, our bodies go through a lot of changes, some of which are more visible than others. One of the more subtle transformations is the unique odor that many seniors tend to emit. But what is this smell, and why is it so commonly associated with older adults? Today we're going to explore the surprising science behind this phenomenon, uncovering truths that most people aren't aware of. Aging brings with it many changes, some expected, others not so much. One of the lesser discussed aspects of aging is the unique odor that many seniors begin to experience. This scent is often described as musty, sour, or similar to the smell of old furniture. While this might seem like a simple, unpleasant side effect of getting older, there's actually a lot more going on beneath the surface. So why does this happen? The role of chemistry in aging. Our bodies are complex systems, and as we age, the chemistry of our skin and sweat changes. The primary reason behind the odor unique to seniors is the changes in the composition of the chemicals produced by our bodies. Our skin produces a variety of oils, and as we age, the glands responsible for these oils undergo alterations. As our skin's natural oil production decreases, it becomes easier for certain compounds to accumulate, contributing to a different, more distinct smell. The culprit: 2-nonylol. The key player behind this odor is a compound known as 2-cononel. This chemical is produced as a byproduct of the breakdown of fatty acids in the skin, which is more common as people age. 2-cononel has a strong, distinctive odor that is often described as grassy, oily, or musty. It's important to note that 2-cononel is not inherently harmful, but its presence is more pronounced in older adults due to the changes in their skin's oil and fat composition. Why does this compound become more prominent with age? The enzyme responsible for breaking down fats in our skin slows down as we grow older, which means that the fatty acids are not broken down as efficiently as they once were. This inefficiency leads to a higher concentration of 2-conanols, which as a result becomes a more noticeable odor. Why seniors are more affected? It's not just the natural oils on the skin that change as we age. Seniors also experience changes in their sweat glands, which can exacerbate the situation. Our sweat glands are responsible for secreting sweat to regulate body temperature. However, with age, the sweat glands become less active, and sweat itself becomes less effective at cooling the body. This reduced sweating, combined with an increase in 2-nonylol production, can cause the odor to linger longer. Additionally, older adults are often less likely to bathe frequently, which can contribute to the buildup of oils and bacteria that produce smells. This is particularly true for individuals with limited mobility, making it harder to keep up with regular hygiene habits. These factors, combined with reduced skin elasticity and a weakened immune system, can make the two-nonal odor more noticeable. Environmental factors. While the chemical changes in the body are the primary drivers of this odor, environmental factors can also play a significant role. For instance, as seniors' living conditions, such as the climate, the types of foods consumed, or the amount of time spent in humid environments, can contribute to an intensified odor. In humid environments, the body's ability to regulate temperature is compromised, leading to increased sweating, which may allow the two-nonal to interact with bacteria on the skin, intensifying the smell. The stigma around senior odor. While this odor is a natural and common part of aging, it can often carry a stigma. Society tends to associate certain smells with hygiene problems, and unfortunately, this can lead to uncomfortable situations for seniors. The truth is, the odor is not necessarily an indication of poor hygiene or neglect. It's simply a result of biological processes happening within the body. However, due to societal perceptions, this natural odor can sometimes make seniors feel self-conscious, leading to social isolation or embarrassment. Interestingly, the prevalence of this odor is not always directly correlated with the level of personal hygiene. In fact, some studies have shown that older adults who maintain excellent personal hygiene can still have the distinct scent due to the biological changes occurring in their bodies. This has led to the misconception that seniors with this odor are neglecting their cleanliness, when in fact, their bodies are simply producing different compounds as they age. The psychological impact. This change in body odor can also have a psychological impact on seniors. The onset of this odor can sometimes be a reminder of aging, leading to feelings of discomfort or loss of control over one's body. The idea of growing older and potentially becoming smelly can also trigger anxiety or depression in some seniors. This feeling of helplessness is further compounded by the societal stigma surrounding body odor, which can make older adults feel alienated. Furthermore, family members and caregivers may struggle with how to approach the subject of body odor with their loved ones. Discussing personal hygiene and odors can be a sensitive topic, and some seniors may feel hurt or embarrassed when confronted about the issue. This makes it important for caregivers to approach the topic with understanding and compassion, recognizing that it is not a matter of negligence, but rather a biological process. Addressing the issue. While this unpleasant odor may be unavoidable due to natural biological processes, there are steps that can be taken to manage it. For starters, regular bathing and the use of deodorants and other body care products can help minimize the impact of the odor. It's also essential for seniors to maintain a balanced diet that promotes healthy skin, as poor nutrition can exacerbate the smell. In addition, certain skincare routines and lotions can help maintain the skin's natural balance of oils, reducing the buildup of two-nonal. Specialized clothing made from materials that allow the skin to breathe more easily may also help mitigate the effects of the odor, especially in warmer climates. There are even products specifically designed to neutralize the odor associated with aging, including body sprays, lotions, and deodorants that are specially formulated to combat the unique smell caused by two-nonal. These products are becoming increasingly popular among the senior population and are helping to reduce some of the stigma associated with aging. Now that we've uncovered the science behind this distinct odor, you're probably wondering, is there a way to completely avoid or eliminate it as we age? While two-nonal is a natural byproduct of our body's aging process, scientists and dermatologists are continually researching ways to reduce its impact. But here's the twist. There may be a surprising link between this odor and your health, one that could change the way you view aging and the way your body communicates with you. Could this odor be more than just an unpleasant smell? Is it possible that it's trying to tell us something important about our health? Keep watching, because you might be shocked by what we've discovered. The health implications behind the odor. While the smell of 2-nonenal is often perceived as simply an unpleasant byproduct of aging, recent research has suggested that it may carry deeper health implications. The presence of this odor could be a subtle indicator of the body's overall health and well-being. So, what exactly does this mean? Can the odor reveal something more about how the body is functioning as it ages? One theory suggests that the buildup of 2-nonenal could be linked to oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress occurs when there's an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body, leading to cellular damage. As we age, our ability to counteract oxidative stress diminishes, which might not only contribute to the production of 2-nonenal, but also lead to the breakdown of tissues and organs. The smell, in this context, could be seen as a byproduct of this internal process. Some experts speculate that this odor could even act as an early warning sign for age conditions, such as Alzheimer's disease or cardiovascular issues. While there is no conclusive evidence yet, scientists have observed a correlation between the production of 2-nonenal and certain degenerative conditions. The idea is that the accumulation of oxidative stress in the body could lead to the increased production of 2-nonenal, which may serve as a biomarker for these diseases. Can 2-nonenal be a warning sign? The possibility that the odor may be a warning sign is one of the most fascinating aspects of this phenomenon. Imagine if something as simple as a change in body odor could offer insight into your health. While this may sound like something out of a science fiction novel, there is growing evidence to suggest that our body odor can, in fact, reveal a lot about our internal state. For example, researchers have found that certain compounds in our body odor can be indicative of diabetes, kidney disease, or even cancer. As we age, our bodies may start to produce different combinations of chemicals that, while not harmful in small amounts, can be a sign that something is amiss. This raises the possibility that 2-nonenal could be linked to more serious conditions. The scent of 2-nonenal may not just be an unavoidable side effect of aging, but also a subtle sign that the body is undergoing significant changes. If future research continues to support this idea, it could mean that paying attention to body odor in older adults might help identify health problems before they become more serious, changing our perception of aging. If 2-nonenal is more than just an odor, what does that mean for the way we perceive aging? Our society tends to view the aging process as something that should be feared or avoided at all costs. The idea of getting older often brings with it negative connotations, including a decline in physical and mental health. However, what if the odor associated with aging could offer us a new perspective? Instead of seeing this odor as something to be ashamed of, it could be reframed as a natural part of the body's complex system of changes. In fact, it may even serve as a way for our body to communicate that it's time to pay closer attention to our health. As we age, our bodies may produce different signals, some subtle, some more noticeable, that indicate how well we're aging. The odor might not just be an unpleasant byproduct, but rather a subtle message that we need to take better care of ourselves. From improving nutrition to addressing oxidative stress, there are ways to minimize its impact on our lives. If we change the way we view aging and body odor, we might be able to approach the aging process with greater awareness and acceptance. How to maintain a healthy aging process. So, now that we know what the odor means and why it happens, what steps can we take to minimize its impact? Is there a way to keep aging at bay, or at least reduce the unpleasant effects associated with it? While we can't completely prevent the production of 2-nonenal as we get older, there are things we can do to maintain our health and reduce the intensity of the odor. 1. Balanced diet. Eating a balanced diet rich in antioxidants can help combat oxidative stress, which might reduce the production of 2-nonenal. Foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds contain antioxidants that can protect the body from free radical damage. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish like salmon, can also help reduce inflammation and support overall skin health. 2. Regular exercise. Staying active is another key factor in maintaining good health as we age. Regular exercise improves circulation, boosts metabolism, and helps regulate the body's production of hormones and oils. Physical activity also promotes better sweating, which can help reduce the accumulation of oils and bacteria on the skin. 3. Proper skin care. Moisturizing the skin regularly can help balance oil production and reduce the intensity of the odor. Specialized skin care products designed for older adults may help maintain the skin's moisture levels and prevent the buildup of 2-nonenal. Additionally, gentle exfoliation can help remove dead skin cells and prevent the accumulation of oils. 4. Hydration. Drinking plenty of water is essential for maintaining healthy skin. Staying hydrated helps the body flush out toxins and keeps the skin soft and supple. Proper hydration can also help regulate sweat production, reducing the buildup of odor-causing compounds. 5. Regular hygiene practices. Although 2-nonenal is not directly related to poor hygiene, maintaining regular personal hygiene is still important. Bathing regularly, using deodorants, and wearing clean clothes can help reduce the smell and boost confidence. 6. Medical checkups. Regular checkups with a healthcare provider are essential for catching potential health problems early. If you're concerned about the odor or other signs of aging, a doctor can help assess your health and recommend lifestyle changes or treatments to address underlying issues. And to seek help. If the odor becomes particularly strong or noticeable, it may be a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider. While it's a normal part of aging, if it's accompanied by other symptoms, such as drastic changes in mood, physical weakness, or cognitive decline, it could be indicative of a more serious health issue. Regular visits to the doctor are essential in ensuring that aging does not negatively affect your health in other ways. As we've explored, the distinct odor that many seniors experience is not just a simple nuisance. It's a natural part of the aging process. The buildup of 2-nonenal, a compound linked to changes in the skin's oil production and the body's overall chemistry, is responsible for this phenomenon. While it's often misunderstood and stigmatized, understanding the science behind it reveals that this odor is not a sign of poor hygiene or neglect. Instead, it's a complex result of biological changes that happen as we age. But here's the key takeaway. While this odor might be unavoidable, it can also be managed with the right lifestyle choices, skin care, and awareness. The more we know about aging, the better equipped we are to face it with confidence and acceptance. Now that you have a clearer understanding of why seniors develop this distinct odor, you might be wondering, are there more signs of aging that we just haven't noticed yet? Is there a way to tap into the secrets of our bodies that could help us age more gracefully, or even reverse some of the unwanted changes we face as we get older? What if I told you that the changes in our body odor aren't the only signs that our body is trying to tell us something about our health? In fact, there are hidden clues all around us. Some might be subtle, while others are much more apparent. And believe it or not, many of these clues could potentially help us catch age health issues before they escalate into something more serious. Could this odor actually be a sign of something else entirely? What if it's not just aging? It could be linked to your diet, your environment, or even your mental health. Aging may not just be about physical changes. It might be about learning to listen to our bodies in new ways. There's one last surprising twist that could change the way you think about aging and body odor forever. Stick with us, because what we're about to reveal next could just be the key to transforming the way you view your body's natural processes. Here's the plot twist. What if I told you that the odor linked to aging could actually be an indicator of vitality rather than decline? Yes, you heard that right. While many people view this odor as something to avoid or mask, new research suggests it might be an unexpected sign of a thriving body in its later years. Some studies have pointed out that people who produce more tunanil often have fewer signs of cognitive decline and are less likely to develop chronic diseases. It turns out that the body's process of producing this compound could actually be an adaptive response to the aging process, protecting us in ways we don't fully understand. In other words, tunanol could be a marker of resilience, indicating that the body is working to balance its internal systems as we grow older. And while it may come with an odor, it's also part of the body's ongoing effort to maintain health. The next time you encounter this scent, you might want to rethink your perceptions. It could be telling you something much more important than you think. Now that we've uncovered the science behind aging and the role of needle node, you might be left with a lot to think about. The idea that something as simple as an odor could be a marker of your health, vitality, or even longevity is a fascinating concept, isn't it? And as we've learned, this odor isn't necessarily something to be ashamed of or feared. Instead, it's a natural part of the aging process, one that might be telling us more than we realize. But let's take a step back and think about this in the bigger picture. As we grow older, our bodies go through a range of changes, some welcome, some not. While we can't stop the inevitable progression of age, we can certainly take steps to ensure that we age as gracefully as possible. And the first step to doing that is understanding what's going on inside our bodies. The odor caused by tunanol is just one example of how our bodies communicate with us. If we listen closely, there are countless other subtle signs that tell us when something might be off. Whether it's a shift in energy levels, changes in skin texture, or even variations in how our body responds to temperature, these clues can help us stay ahead of health issues and take action before they become more serious problems. So, what can we take away from all of this? First, it's essential to understand that aging is not an enemy to be defeated. It's a natural part of life, and the changes we experience along the way are all signs that our bodies are doing their best to adapt and maintain balance. The odor that accompanies aging, while unpleasant, can be viewed as a part of this larger process, something that happens to everyone, regardless of how healthy we are. It's a reminder that our bodies are constantly working behind the scenes to keep us functioning. But the key message here is that we're not powerless. While we can't control every aspect of aging, we can make choices that improve our health and well-being. From maintaining a healthy diet to staying active and seeking regular medical checkups, there are steps we can take to ensure that we live our best lives, no matter our age. If you're concerned about body odor or other changes that come with aging, don't be afraid to address them head-on. Speak with your healthcare provider, invest in your skin and hygiene routine, and focus on the aspects of life that bring you joy and fulfillment. Aging doesn't have to be a process of decline. It can be a time of self-care, growth, and even new discoveries about what your body is capable of. So, if you're ready to embrace the aging process with a new perspective, take the first step today. Share this video with friends and family who might not know the truth behind the odor unique to seniors. Help spread awareness and change the conversation around aging. Don't let myths and misconceptions keep you from understanding your body better. Leave a comment below telling us your thoughts on aging and how you plan to take care of yourself as you get older. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening content like this.